What's happening, YouTube? This is Lumario here again, bringing you the second match in my best of 3 VGC15 challenge, I suppose, against my good friend Martin, otherwise known as BaseIntwo. As I mentioned in the first video, Martin is a very accomplished Australian VGC player with high-level finishes in a lot of real-life tournaments and a 1900 battle spot rating in the previous season. So yeah, both of us are using the same teams as we did last time, obviously, as per stipulations of a best of 3 setting. Martin's team consists of, as you'll see here, his team consists of Thunderous T, Swampert, Blaziken, Staraptor, Scissor, and Cresselia. Now, what we learnt about Martin's team in the last game is that Staraptor, I believe, had Quick Attack, and the Blaziken was a Mega Blaziken, and also the Swampert in... there is potential for it to be dual Mega, although VGC15 is actually... the trend in the metagame, compared to VGC14 at least, is that dual Megas aren't as common on a lot of teams. So the Swampert could also essentially be the bulky variants that some people are running with Scold and a Citrus Berry. I believe Thunderous T, I believe, is the common Scar set. And yeah, Cresselia is Cresselia, and Scissor is Scissor, essentially at this stage. We knew that Scissor was Life Orbed. So, okay, so I think I want to... I think what I want to do is... lead Landorus again. Last time I also led Suicune. We will do this lead again. And I believe we will also bring Angus. I'm tempted to bring Bishop. In fact, we will bring Bishop. Actually, no, we'll bring Amoonguss again. We'll bring exactly... we'll make it... yeah, because... knowing what he had in his team, I think Amoonguss... it certainly helps rack up recoil. Let's see, we now see Cresselia and Thunderous T as leads. Okay, so Martin has definitely made an adjustment compared to the game before. Now, what would be interesting to see is Cresselia may actually have a Trick Room mode. So there's always potential for that. I believe at this stage, I just want to protect Landorus T. The Cresselia could, of course, have the Ice Beam. So that's something also to look out for. And I believe the safest thing I can do this turn is go for either Tailwind or Snarl. Obviously, I don't want to overthink too much, but Snarl, I think, is the... ooh. It's not a bad play to make off the turn 1. And if Cresselia goes to Trick Room, then... I don't know. It's not as common, I suppose. It's always handy to have a Trick Room mode. But, yeah. We'll just go for Snarl. Okay. So, Thunderous T just goes to the Thunderbolt right out. And yeah, it will not be an OHKO, but it does do quite a significant amount of damage. If that was a crit, I don't think it would have lived. So Cresselia does go for the Ice Beam. And we get off a Snarl here. As we get a crit on the Cresselia. Okay, so... it would have been better if I had gone for the Tailwind last turn, to be honest with you. I don't know why I was thinking of Cresselia having a Trick Room mode. I haven't seen too many Cresselia lately. Although... I hadn't learned about anything of it in the previous game, obviously, because it wasn't brought the previous game. So... I believe, at least here, in this case, while Snarl wasn't the best play, it certainly was better than sitting there and doing nothing and waiting for Trick Room to come up. Okay. So I think we're forced to switch here into... I'm going to switch into Amoonguss. They are both at -1. And I think we'll just... Actually, no. Okay, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to Rock Slide. And we're going to switch into Amoonguss here in the Suicune slot. Okay. The reason I made that adjustment just now is because I actually want to keep Tailwind as an option if I can against some of the other Pokemon. So Staraptor comes in, and we will get free damage off on Staraptor if we can hit a Rock Slide. Ice Beam, I'm assuming, will not take out Landorus T at -1, as Cresselia avoids the Rock Slide. So we do just under, I believe, just under half to Staraptor. And as expected, we do live the Ice Beam, although we do not take it that well. Okay. So I'm pretty much forced to protect here. And what we'll do now is we are going to... Or what we could do is we could Rock Slide again. We could Rock Slide again, and we could just Rage Powder. The reason for doing so is we would guarantee to knock out Staraptor this turn. But... yeah. We would knock out Staraptor, but... yeah, okay. I think we might try like a Sporing Cresselia. In fact, let's. Why not? Okay. Yeah, I think... okay, yeah, it is onto Amoonguss. Yeah, so... yeah, I knew we were not going to get the option anyway to... I'm trying to say... I knew we weren't going to get the option to use Spore, and it was better than using Rage Powder and being useless for that one turn. So the Rock Slide here goes off into Cresselia, and it will knock me out of Ice Beam. Okay, so that becomes yeah, so that becomes an advantageous position for Martin. I didn't want to switch in knowing that Suicune was actually, you know, had taken some prior damage. So on the upside, we do have a full health Kangaskhan here as well. But we're also dealing with a Mega Blaziken, and that'll be a big problem in this position. Okay. Okay, so I believe I'm just forced into Fake Out. Too obvious. Especially with how damaged Suicune is. And we need to... I think I'm pretty much forced this to Scold Cresselia. Or I could Tailwind here. Actually, Tailwind would be the better play to make. Okay, we will Tailwind because, yeah, we need to actually keep the speed game up if we're going to come back or be in a more favourable position. So we'll Fake Out the Blaziken. It will more than likely protect. I don't think it would outspeed though. Its new base speed under compared to Tailwind. So we do Fake Out. As Cresselia just gets off T-Wave. Okay. Alright, this is actually bad for us. Because no matter what, I'm pretty certain that the Blaziken would outspeed Suicune anyway. Okay. think the best play we can make is go for Sucker Punch, trying to get damage off onto the Blaziken. Here it can essentially take me out. And Scold. No. We could, yeah, okay, we're going for the Scold. I'm not so familiar with my speed tiers here, especially in this scenario. I'm pretty confident though that the base speed of Blaziken with a speed boost would outspeed Suicune. But doesn't hurt to try. Okay, we'll go for that play. Sucker Punch the Blaziken. Yeah, as it does go for the superpower. Okay. It's a crit too, but I don't think Genghis Khan can take it anyway, so we go for Scold on Blaziken slot. Now, of course, I could have gone for Sucker Punch 2 onto the Cresselia, but in fact, it would have been more favourable to do so. But I felt that it may have been a bit too obvious, and that Thunder Wave would have been coming out in Suicune as well. Obviously, if you're in this position, I think Thunder Wave would give you a big advantage over your opponent if you're in my position. Okay. Yeah, there's not really much I can do here, so let's go for Snarl, but I'm going to get knocked out by Thunderous T anyway. So that's game 2 to Martin. So far, I won the first game, Martin's won the second game. So we'll go down to a third game decider for this set. So again, guys, as always, thank you for watching. I will see you in the third game. And remember, guys, as I always say, please have a great day. Until next upload, take care, guys.